So Aaron Gordon has just requested a trade from the Orlando Magic, and Gordon's a very solid player who could help out a lot of playoff teams. So in today's video, I'll be giving 5 potential Aaron Gordon trades. But before we get into the video, I ask you to drop a like on this video to help my channel grow, subscribe to my channel if you want weekly NBA content, and to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and comment on this video to start a conversation with me, correspond to all of my comments, and play that intro. The first Aaron Gordon trade I will discuss is the chance of Gordon being moved to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the move I could see happening is Hernan Gomez, Jarrett Culver, Ed Davis, and 2 future Minnesota second-round picks to the Magic, and Aaron Gordon to the Timberwolves. Gordon to the Wolves makes a lot of sense since the Wolves are a team that struggles to be good on defense, and Gordon's a really solid defender. He is also a perfect fit alongside Karl-Anthony Towns, as he can space the floor and let Towns have enough space to post up freely. Gordon also is a young player, and the Wolves are a rebuilding team, so Gordon would fit well with their timeline. I think Gordon might even improve in a different scenery than Orlando. Gordon also isn't a ball-dominant player, and the Wolves have many players who like to score, so he wouldn't get in anyone's way. It's clear the Wolves just need something different on their roster, as they are the worst team in the league, and they don't even have terrible talent. In this move, the Magic would get Jarrett Culver, who was a top 10 pick just 2 years ago, and he does have some potential. Jake Layman and Ed Davis are rotational players, and the 2 second-round picks are solid. I think this is a fair trade, and it would work for both teams. The only thing is that I don't think Gordon would want to go to the Wolves, since it's reported that he wants to play on a playoff team, and the Wolves are far from that. The second team I can see Aaron Gordon going to is the Boston Celtics, and the move I can see happening is Romeo Langford and 2 second-round picks to the Magic in exchange for Aaron Gordon and Al-Farouq Aminu. And in this move, it would help the Celtics a lot, since this year they have really struggled on the defensive side of the floor, and Gordon would really help on that side of the floor, as Gordon is a really solid perimeter defender, and he's a good team defender. Gordon also is a solid scorer and shooter, so we can add something extra to the Celtics team on offense. The Celtics are in need of change, and Gordon would be a big move. This year, the Celtics have been starting Daniel Tice and Tristan Thompson at the center and power forward position, which is far from ideal, and Gordon starting at the 4 would force one of them to go to the bench, which would make their depth stronger, which is something they have struggled with this season. The Magic also would be getting Romeo Langford, who was a lottery pick the last few seasons, and he hasn't had a real chance to prove himself, and a second-round pick is cool for the Magic. The third team I could see Aaron Gordon going to is the Denver Nuggets, and I think in this move it would be Gary Harris to the Magic and Aaron Gordon to the Nuggets. Gordon would really help them, as he could be a good replacement for Jeremy Grant, who they did lose in this previous offseason, and he was very important for them, and he was a big reason that they beat the Clippers and made it all the way to the conference finals. Gordon could do a lot of the things that Grant did, as he is a solid shooter and solid defender. Gordon is also very athletic, and he could be a part of many plays in transition, and Gordon can do anything that Grant does, just a little bit worse. I think Denver would be fine getting rid of Gary Harris, since he has been pretty bad over the past few seasons, and his jump shot has fallen off a cliff, as he's only shooting 32% from 3, and he's scoring less than 10 points a game, and he's been very injury prone. I think Orlando would be somewhat interested in him, since he's fairly young, and 2 or 3 years ago he averaged 16 points and he looked like a legit scorer, so he could be a part of their future. The fourth team I could see Aaron Gordon going to is the Golden State Warriors, and the move that I see happening is Kelly Oubre and Jordan Poole to the Magic, and Aaron Gordon to the Warriors. And to be honest, the only reason I think this trade has any chance of happening is because the Warriors are rumored to have interest in him. Also, there has been rumors that the Warriors are willing to trade Kelly Oubre, and the way to make the money work would be by trading Oubre. But them getting Gordon in exchange for Oubre doesn't make too much sense to me, since I think Oubre is a little bit better than Gordon, and Gordon's position is the 4 spot, and that's where Draymond Green plays. This would be a really good move for the Magic, as they would get the better player in Oubre along with Jordan Poole, who has been really good as of late. So I don't think he will get traded to the Warriors unless there's an alternate trade that I'm not thinking of. The second team I could see Aaron Gordon going to is the Portland Trailblazers. And the move that I could see happening is Zach Collins and Rodney Hood to Orlando Magic and Aaron Gordon to the Blazers. And this move would really help the Blazers, whose goal is to win the championship or make a deep playoff run. And Gordon can help them and give them another defender to guard the elite wings in the West like LeBron, Kawhi, Paul George, etc. Gordon also can space the floor and make plays in transition. Damon Gordon in the pick and roll would be very well with Gordon's elite athleticism. The Magic would get Zach Collins, who is a young player with potential, and Rodney Hood is a solid scorer who could help them make the playoffs next season, since that seems like what they want to do. I think this trade has a decent chance of happening, and if I had to bet what team I think Gordon would go to, it is the Portland Trailblazers, because they have been really rumored for him, and this trade just makes a lot of sense, and they need to go all in for a championship this season, or at least a playoff run, deep playoff run. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. Let me know where you think Aaron Gordon will go. Drop a like on this video to help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel if you want weekly NBA content and to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And comment on this video to start a conversation with me, correspond to all of my comments. And I'm out.